Hey everybody, this is David, and welcome to a new episode of Watch Me Draw. Today's topic is Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir is a 3D animated, all-ages superhero show currently available to stream on Netflix, and it's pretty darn great. I mean, I don't want to oversell it. It's not mind-blowing or world-changing, but it is a well-made, well-written, well-acted, really well-animated, fun little superhero show that's worth checking out. The show is about two teenage superheroes, Ladybug and Cat Noir, aka Marinette Dupaix-Cheng and Adrienne Agreste, who patrol the city, working together to stop the evil plans of the shadowy villain Hawkmoth. It follows a pretty basic formula for teenage superhero dramas. Two heroes hiding their alter egos, high school drama, young romance, villain of the week, and that sort of thing. But it also carries over a lot from your typical magical girl anime. There's your standard stock transformation sequences, magical items that grant special abilities, and your flashy animations for using the superpowers. What makes this show great, though, is how it uses those basic fundamental formulas, but also finds ways to subvert them. Here's what I mean. A lot of superhero drama stems from characters who view their powers as a burden. Why do I have to be a hero? Why can't I be a normal person? Can't I just give up the costume life? And, to be sure, Ladybug does have a character who longs for a normal life, Adrienne. But the thing is, it's got nothing to do with his superpowers. Adrienne is the son of a famous fashion designer, and he's also a teen model for his father, so he wishes he can be normal and go to school with his friends rather than have a private tutor and be under the watch of a professional assistant and a bodyguard at all the time. He wants a normal life because his alter ego normal life is what's holding it back. In fact, he seems to adore being Cat Noir because it lets him sneak out and patrol the streets, meeting and interacting with other people. It's an interesting dynamic, and one that we don't usually see in this sort of story. The show is produced in and set in France, so rather than the New York setting that a lot of superhero shows are, it takes place among the Paris backdrop, so there's a lot of unique French details that also help it stand out. Marinette lives with her parents, which, quick side note, how cool is it to see a biracial lead in a superhero show? She lives with her parents above their family bakery. Instead of being on the baseball team, Adrienne is a star on the fencing team. It's not unusual for climactic battles to end in front of the Eiffel Tower or the Louvre. There's a lot of French flavor that gives it a really unique identity, and this also kind of ties back into that subverting formulas thing. There's a familiar trope of supervillain, the villain that controls a common pest as their superpower. Characters like the Pied Piper, the Rat King, Swarm, the Insect Queen, that sort of thing. Well, Ladybug has one too, named Mr. Pigeon, because apparently in Paris, pigeons are like rats in New York City. Which brings me to Ladybug's other real strong selling point, the villains. Ladybug's villains are amazing. They have these really colorful, bombastic designs. Most of them have interesting and unique superpowers, and they tie into a pretty cool theme for the show. Now, Hawkmoth is the main big bad guy, and he has the ability to send out a butterfly to temporarily turn anyone into a powered villain. But it's not just anyone at any time. It has to be someone who is under some kind of emotional distress. Anyone who's furious or depressed or frustrated has the potential to become a supervillain. So the show is less about punching out the bad guy, though there is a ton of well-animated action sequences, and it's more about how to resolve whatever that core issue is. It makes each episode less about might makes right, and more about finding the genuine root cause of an issue and resolving it. Plus, since multiple people are turned bad by their distress, it has this underlying message that anyone can be evil if they are put under enough pressure, and the secret isn't simply punching them harder, but finding what's wrong and working through it. You even find out that Hawkmoth is doing what he's doing to fix a personal tragedy. The show drives home that no one is wholly bad, and that the bad people only come from normal people who are pushed beyond a limit, and they just need resolution and understanding, which I think is a really cool message to send out to the younger viewers. Yeah, you can punch the bad people, but until you find out why they're doing what they're doing and help them work through that problem, you're not going to be fixing anything. So that's Ladybug and Cat Noir kind of in a nutshell. Is it the greatest superhero show? Probably not, but it is fun, positive, and it's an absolute blast to watch. If you were ever on the fence about it, or anything I've said sounds remotely good, I highly recommend checking it out. You may find yourself really enjoying it. Plus, one of the villains is an artist who can create and destroy objects by drawing or erasing them with his tablet, and his name is the Evillustrator. This show is pretty darn great. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can also find the completed drawing posted on Twitter or Instagram, which you can follow at DFDFleming. Links are also in the description below. If you have an idea for something for me to draw or discuss, feel free to let me know by asking me a question or suggesting a topic in the comments below. Again, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and ask me there. And if you like what I draw and want to see more things that I draw, I do have a comic, The Adventures of Miss Rocket, which updates every Monday and Thursday. Again, I do want to thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again with another video. Take care, y'all.